Then ready.
Okay, perfect.
Yay!
Okay, we are live. Hello and welcome to Talk Chef. I'm one of your hosts, Reka.
I'm your other host, Jordan.
And our guest this week is the extremely funny, talented Katie Marovitch. Did you see that, Katie? That's how it happens. Okay, perfect. You hear it?
Yay! That wasn't. Oh no! Have I fixed it? Yes.
Yes, you did.
That also might have been me too.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
You know what? It wouldn't be Talk Chef if that didn't happen, and that's okay. We're a nice homegrown show. Katie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so very much for having me. I love food, and I am extremely happy to talk about it and Top Chef.
We are so excited. Yeah, Carl, thank you for pointing out I'm on location. I'm actually in the Top Chef kitchen right now. After hours, they sort of let me hang out. Yeah, exactly. They sort of let me hang out here. I'm just kind of giving it a once. Oh, we gotta clean this.
Yeah. They want to get us more involved with the show.
And so they let me clean after hours.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Okay, beautiful. So, guys, as you know, Talk Chef is a food charity based live stream. Every week we have a different charity to donate to, that is about food justice. And this week is no different. Psych, this whole season is different. It gets written every freaking time. She's always
I'm
so
like,
surprised.
where are you going? She does. She gets me every week.
This season, okay, unlike other seasons of Talk Chef, this season we have chosen one charity to donate to every week, and that is the Hollywood Food Coalition, which provides food to unhoused and food insecure people in Los Angeles. They're an awesome organization. Jordan is a top-notch volunteer there every week. So we really love them and think they're a great bunch of people, and we would love to help them out. So if you are able to donate even just $1, or if you're a bajillionaire and you want to donate $1 bajillion, Jordan's taking all donations through her Venmo handle at JORDANMYR1CK. And I'm going to pop that info in the chat. It's also in the description of this video.
Yes, and since we're taking donations I almost said all semester. Like this is
college.
Since we're taking donations all season, you can Venmo me at any point. Just make sure you put like Hollywood Food Coalition, Talk Chef, something of the like in the description of your Venmo. If you don't, I'll just be like, hi, what's this for? Is this for me to buy a little treat? Or is this for Talk Chef? And then you can just let me know.
Yes. Yes. So great. That's our first little order of business. Second order of business, Katie, is something we didn't tell you about. It's a little surprise, which is just like every episode of Top Chef, every episode of Talk Chef has a quick fire. Yeah. Sorry, bitch. We've got a quick fire.
Can I just say I knew this was coming because I watched this, so...
Katie, okay, you might be the second person.
Rika, what? She's gonna get in trouble because she's a fan of the show?
Yeah. Well, you're mad that I watched this?
Okay, what do you guys think? I'm checking it.
How many people are with you right now? We're in a pandemic.
What do you think? I've got tons of people here, unmasked.
Yeah, Rika hasn't said anything, but she's been quarantined with the Top Chef producers for the last few weeks. And
it's been extremely sexy. It's a really nice time. Okay, so Katie, since you know the drill, I don't need to repeat this to you, but for any new viewers, here's the deal with our quickfire. This is the fastest quickfire in Top Chef history. 45 seconds, and that's it. That's all you get. And the challenge is you have to answer 10 questions. These are not trivia questions. These are like food preference-based questions about you, Katie. And if you do this, just so that you don't think this is bullshit or there's like no stakes or whatever, the prize, if you win, is a deed to the Terlato wine vineyard. Now you might be saying, what is Terlato wine?
What is Terlato wine? I've never heard of it. I've never had it. Well, neither has anyone else other than a few Top Chef contestants. It's a wine that cannot be purchased any longer. We were unable to buy it anywhere. And the people who have tasted it from Top Chef say that it tastes like shit.
So you could win a deed to that vineyard, which is located in scenic hell right here. You see, I have a whole little tech situation going on for you guys. This is actually a still from the Trolato wine vineyard. It's located in the center of hell. The smallest bottle of wine you can get is 45 billion gallons. And it's made with mostly dirt and some grapes. So that's the one prize. The other prize you could win is your own suite of broken GE appliances straight from the Top Chef kitchen. We are talking about fryers that don't get up to temperature, ovens that randomly drop temperature. Ooh, baby, these are bad stoves. You'll love it. So now that we've set the stage, Katie, are you ready for your quick fire?
Yeah, and I live in an enormous mansion, so I have room for all of that.
For all of this? Okay, that's actually great. But I will tell you, the smallest bottle of Trolato is pretty big. So maybe just check the measurements before.
It's not an issue for me because I have, again, a massive mansion. So
okay, cool. I can see that actually. It looks gorgeous right now.
Yeah, so this is, behind this is the ballroom. I don't really like people seeing how rich I am. So
yeah, no, I get that.
That is so respectful. I love that.
That's really respectful. Okay, so Katie, you will have 45 seconds from the moment I finish question 1. Jordan will hold up a timer. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. How long would it take you to butcher 4 chickens?
2 hours.
Too dry bread pudding or way too wet chocolate mousse?
Way too wet chocolate mousse.
What would you call your own restaurant?
Katie's Cafe.
Are you impressed by Madonna's brother?
No.
Favorite aisle of the grocery store?
The one that has the packaged tuna.
Would you eat something that tasted good but looked like dog doo-doo?
I do every day.
Many appetizers or a few entrees?
Many appetizers.
What would you name your boat?
Katie's boat.
Do you like salmon squirted on a cucumber?
I love it.
Are Reka and Jordan hot?
Extremely.
41 seconds. Honestly, absolutely incredible. And the calmest I've ever seen anyone been. You were at a true
zen
state of internal serenity. It was unparalleled.
It was beautiful. We had some hung action in there, just like that. Actually, Hung is a maniac. I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm like, in my mind, Hung is just like so focused, but he's also crazy.
You were using it as like Hung action, like big dick energy is like what I thought.
Oh yeah, you had real big dick energy during.
That's what I thought.
No, yeah, I definitely have big dick energy.
Yeah. That's incredible. Well, Katie, congratulations. We'll be shipping the Trolato wine vineyard to your house and all these broken appliances. They come in parts and there's no instructions.
Thank you. I love this. What a good show.
Okay, yeah, it's a really good show. Beautiful. Okay, so let's dive right into episode 11. Now, Katie, have you seen Top Chef before? I know the answer to this, but just for our viewers. Okay, great.
I certainly have. I love all cooking shows. I'm a huge Master Chef fan, especially I do like Top Chef as well.
Yes.
Master Chef Kids is really kind of my favorite. And
okay.
But you know what? That's a different show that we're not going to talk about. And I don't know why I'm talking.
We will not talk about MasterChef Kids. That's our number 1 rule here.
There are rivals. The MasterChef Kids podcast, the live stream YouTube podcast is.
Yeah, it's called Talk MasterChef Kids. It doesn't even sound good.
It makes sense.
This podcast, this Master Chef Kids, no one will be interested in besides me.
Incredible. So yes. Okay. So you're familiar with the show. So you've seen Restaurant Wars before.
Yes.
And so you know that it sucks total and complete ass.
I like it.
So I was going to ask, what do you think about Restaurant Wars? Why do you like it? Because it's a pretty controversial topic.
I don't know why exactly. I haven't thought much about it, but it's just exciting and it makes me kind of think about what I would do
for a restaurant concept.
I like seeing it.
You like the macro idea, the idea that these chefs are starting restaurants. I think the complaint people have, or among many, is we don't focus on the food from Restaurant Wars. Nobody ever really remembers memorable dishes from Restaurant Wars because it's literally what they can fart out in 2 hours, in addition to designing a restaurant and being front of house.
Yes.
I agree. I like the concept of Restaurant Wars. I think it's cool to do a pop-up. I think the boundaries around it are pretty impractical. And we have discussed this every time Restaurant Wars has come up on this live stream. No one should have to be front of the house. I honestly think there should not be a front of the house. It should be like a fucking just like seat yourself, fast casual maybe situation or some shit. It's like a Chipotle. They gotta open a Chipotle. That's actually and honestly a very cool
really good idea. Actually, they all had to do it because they almost kind of did that in Top Chef California, but not. They should have really let them into a Chipotle to do it.
I do think. Okay, wait a minute. This rules. 2 groups of people have to open a Chipotle.
Yeah. But it's like whatever they want their Chipotle to be.
Exactly.
Okay, let's all go through. I do need to know now because now I'm titillated by this. What would our Chipotles be?
Yeah. Wait, Katie, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, it could be. I don't think it should be. You're saying Chipotle style, right?
Yes.
Like, okay.
I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm also okay if they open 2 Chipotle.
That's psychotic, Reka. That's absolutely.
I do think that could be fun.
That's crazy. They all just, they defrost, they like shred some lettuce. And like, no, I like the idea of them making actual like a fast casual, but like they just open at a Chipotle. They have them do it at a Chipotle.
Oh, I see. You would like it at a Chipotle. You would not like 2 groups of people to open their own version of the Chipotle.
Wow. For one second, I thought Reka and I were on the same page, but I honestly should have known better.
Okay.
Katie, do you know what your Chipotle style Restaurant Wars restaurant would be?
I kind of have an idea.
Okay.
It's crazy. Soup.
Wait a minute. Here's the thing, both of you. Here, I'm going to bridge something here. Both of you love Soup Plantation.
Yes.
There you go.
Reka's saying that as if Katie and I have been feuding.
Yeah, listen, this has to end now.
The 2 of you. I love Soup Plantation.
Yeah.
I mean, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I know, that's the thing. Here's the thing. The idea of picking your base, your soup base, adding which vegetables you want in. Do you want some chicken or some beef or, some sort of rice? Like picking what goes into your soup, making it the best soup that you
Oh my God, like a Subway for soup.
Exactly.
Soupway.
Yeah, Soupway. Yep. Soup.
I would definitely eat there. I love soup.
Yeah. I would love, can I get the turkey cold cuts?
You could have different flavored like croutons and bread to go inside. This is a really good idea.
That's actually a good idea. What would you call it?
Okay, so this is inside. This is like a look inside the Marovitch family.
Okay.
My father calls soup Zoop for no reason. He just kind of he's always done that. Salsa he calls Zaltza.
Okay.
So maybe Zoop.
Zoop, there it is. That's
Zoop,
your slogan.
there it is.
Yeah.
That's Zoop, there it is. Zoop, there it is.
That's very cute. Okay, Jordan, what would your fast casual be?
Oh my God, I need one more. Reka, do you have one on the tip of your tongue already?
Chipotle.
No.
Okay. I hate you. What would mine be? Everything that I'm like really drawing a blank, which is so messed up. I don't know, just like spicy. All that's coming to my mind is spicy, and that's insane.
Here's my real answer, and maybe this will trigger something for you. I think I would want to do, like there are Indian food buffets for sure, but like a fast casual Indian restaurant where like you can have different, almost like different, because I'm a big flatbread girl, naan, roti, chapati, parota, different curry mixtures, different pickles, different chutneys, all that stuff. Really just a buffet, but maybe a little bit nicer than a buffet.
Okay, I would probably do like a Subway.
Yeah. But
instead of like subs, it's po' boys.
Po' boys, yeah.
I guess she knew already.
Yeah, I fucking knew. Yeah.
That would probably be, because I'm like, what's a thing that you like build stuff onto that hasn't,
Chipotle.
Yeah.
Reka, you don't even like Chipotle.
I like it fine.
She's likes it fine.
I like it fine. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so we've all built our fast casual restaurants. We've already improved on the Restaurant Wars concept. Something I found a little bit interesting is that this episode came in 5 weeks into production. So that means they shoot 2 episodes a week or so. because this is episode 11. I just found that interesting.
Okay.
Okay, so their quick fire is a mise en place relay race. This is the first iteration of this very popular, or I'll say frequent, quick fire challenge. I knew Jordan would hate it because there's no cooking in it. Katie, how do you feel about it?
I liked it.
I don't mind it. I think it's stupid, but I think it's fun to watch at least.
Yeah.
The thing I don't like is inevitably, I am not a chef, so it is absolutely crazy for me to make this judgment. I think because in my mind, a chef should know how to like do a lot of things, and like no food almost should intimidate them in terms of like breaking it down or chopping it up and things. So the idea that people are like in the mise en place challenge, people are like, I've never shucked an oyster. I'm like, really? I mean, I haven't, but I'm nobody.
Yeah.
Or like, wait, I gotta break down a whole chicken? Usually I got a chicken guy that does that.
Yeah.
It's always astonishing to me.
Yes, if you own a restaurant, what do you mean? Like, yes, of course you have a chicken guy, but I don't know. I feel like that would be like if someone was like, Jordan, take down the trash. And I'm like, oh, but I have a trash man. I don't know. That was a horrible, but like, it's just something like you should know how to do.
Yeah, didn't you used to do these things to get to where you are now? Yeah, I
have a better one. If I got famous and I had a hair and makeup person all the time doing my hair and makeup, and then one day I had to put a little of my own makeup on, and I was like, I got a lady that does that.
And you were like, I've got a chicken guy. Yeah. Yes. So this. The things they have to do in the quick fire: shuck 15 oysters. That's Malarkey versus Howie. Round 2, finely diced 5 onions. Casey versus Sarah. Casey went really slowly. When I was observing, again, I know absolutely nothing, so feel free to come at me. Her knife didn't even look like sharp because she was having to do like this to get through that onion. I'm like a sharp knife is like butter. Again, I know nothing, but
was it?
Yes.
It was Casey versus Sarah for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sarah just
destroyed her.
Yeah.
Sarah's very cool. Yeah, she
makes me wonder. I'm like, do they? I know now it seems like they provide their own knives.
Yes, they do.
At this point, yeah. I don't know if, at the current point now in today.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did back then.
Then the phrase "pack your knives and go" takes on a whole new meaning.
I think they did. I think they have their own knife.
I forgot.
I do just wonder, like, just little logistical things, like, oh, it could because they have like a minute to decide who's doing what. Like, I don't know. Again, untrained eye. I'm like, is Casey? It looks like Casey's using like a knife for cutting like a loaf of bread or something on this onion. Yeah. Round 3, break down 4 chickens. That was Trey versus Hung. Round 4, whip egg whites into stiff peaks. In theory, would have been CJ versus Dale, but Dale's team smoked them, so CJ never even got a chance. Restaurant Garage, which is Dale, Hung, Sarah, and Howie, wins the advantage, right? Yeah. They win the advantage, which I was like, this is such a bad advantage to me. It was that they get a sommelier to help one of their teams with wine pairings and $200 extra for wine. I mean, they're not being judged on wine. No. Give them more time.
Who's the sommelier, Reka?
So the sommelier, some of you who might be new viewers might not recognize Steven from season 1. Now, Steven is sort of a notorious weenie in the Top Chef universe. Big weenie energy in Steven. He was 24 years old in season 1, but acted 810. He must have been 26 or something when this filmed, which is shocking since we were all once 26, and I don't think I behaved that way. No. So yeah, he was the guy that was like pouring the wine and being like, well, actually, I saw you and blah, blah, blah. And it's actually rare to have a Riesling from Germany. And, and then they do the fun cross dissolves because he talks too much.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a real advantage because they aren't judged on wine. They aren't judged on wine pairings. Like, give them more money for food or more time to cook.
Definitely.
So I don't know, whatever. So this is a really unusual thing, and this is the only time in Top Chef history that I can remember this happening, where they let people do a redo on Restaurant Wars. So they go, these 2 restaurants are opening again. You can change whatever you would like. And here's where we discover the little secret Jordan noticed last week, which is that the annoying customer that was at both the restaurants in last week's Restaurant Wars turns out to be the design expert. That,
and
like,
not just the design expert, they casually drop that he's Madonna's brother, which is
absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I never knew Madonna had siblings. It's not a thing I've ever thought about. Yes. I have seen this show 100,000 times and I never remembered that detail.
And because no one talks about it, the only way you find out is
Dale.
Is Dale in a like a one-on-one interview says, I don't even care that he's Madonna's brother. And it's like, excuse me, but you can tell that he like thinks he's Madonna's brother. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell that. I'm like, well, you need to calm down. No one cares that you're Madonna's brother, but he obviously cares a lot. And he's like, if this is a vegetable medley, I'm a monkey. And when he says that, I'm like, what could possibly be on the plate that makes him say that?
Yeah.
Rocks?
Say again?
Rocks? Like, what? A vegetable medley just means vegetables.
Yeah.
So what was it that would make him say that?
Maybe meat.
Okay, maybe it's
could be meat. Could be meat. Could be turkey slices. And he's like, if that's a
turkey.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's like a slice of key lime pie.
Yeah, and he's like,
that's a vegetable medley. I'm a monkey. They're like, oh my God, Madonna's brother's here, and instead of putting the vegetable medley, we accidentally
took a slice of Key Foods key lime pie.
Oh my God, what have we done?
We've done it again. We done that 3 times this evening.
Yeah, I hated him so much.
Yeah, he was deeply annoying to be annoying. Okay, great. So in terms of what the two teams have done, Restaurant Garage has changed its name to Restaurant Cat. Okay, great. As in 14?
4.
Or sorry, 4? Oh, 4. Yes, sorry. Yes.
French.
Cat. 4. Sorry for showing off.
Wow, Katie. Fuck, I'm so dumb. Okay, yeah. Cat. Beautiful. Okay, so and yes, and Madonna's brother, whose name is Chris, he was like, why did your restaurant look like this? Black tablecloths look stupid, this and this and this. So they changed like the whole look of Cat. Except executive staff is still Zara, and front of house is still Dale. I thought that the improvements looked nice. I thought it was immediately irritating when this restaurant opened that Ted Allen was like, Dale is wearing a short sleeve shirt and jeans. Yeah. What is he working at Denny's? I was like, ew, shut up. If this restaurant cost $1,000 per plate, you would think it was like cool how like casual he looked.
Yes.
Absolutely. My big question was that I ran into with this Restaurant Wars season, and I have to watch them moving forward because I've never noticed it as much, but are they supposed to be designing their restaurant that they want to be designing, or are they supposed to be designing the best restaurant for this location, this season, blah, 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 whatever? Because I remember last week they were like a little heavy for summer in Miami. And I'm like, well, are we supposed to be cooking for like summer? Like, is this supposed to be, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, is this supposed to be a vacuum, or is this supposed to be in context of like where we are?
Yes. I think it's almost, I think it's in a vacuum. And
talk about it.
That's why it's stupid. Yes, I think it's dumb. I also want to just shout out Emma real quick for pointing out when Chris said, put a quote about food on the wall to, I think, Casey's team, which truly made me laugh out loud because I'm like, they're going to make up the quote.
A quote.
Yeah. Food is the poetry of the stomach.
Yeah.
What? So fucking dumb. My Chipotle has a beautiful Robert Frost quote painted on the side of it. Insane. Yes, I agree, Jordan. I think that's a really big hang up, especially in the early seasons of Restaurant Wars, where we don't really know what the purpose is. Later on, it's very much like, slight spoiler, they start to go into like a pitching process for Restaurant Wars. Like, Katie, what's your ideal restaurant? Jordan, what's your ideal restaurant? We're going to pick the best concept. That becomes the restaurant, as opposed to like everyone being like, what if our concept is no concept and you cook Chinese food and I cook Israeli food and you cook this, and the concept of the restaurant is 4 different types of cuisine.
And that means it's New American.
Yeah. And then we'll call it New American and we'll name it something like stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Katie. One brief thing I didn't mention. Jordan and I are stupid. Please feel free to interrupt us at any time. Please. No. Okay, so here we're I thought this moment was also funny where like past eliminated contestants come in to be like special guests at the restaurants. and
Insane.
And then I think Malarkey comes back and is like, or no, it wasn't Malarkey. It was Sarah comes back. Yeah, it was like, or maybe Dale. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's Sarah and Joey are here. And Hung just very matter of factly goes, who are Sarah and Joey? These are people that were truly just eliminated.
I thought you were going to say, Reka, Dale walks into the kitchen and looks at Sarah who's cooking and he's like, table 4 is VIPs. And Sarah's like, let's treat every table like VIPs. And he goes, table 4 is Leah and
Camille.
Camille. And Sarah goes,
and then she goes, that's nice.
Yeah. She looked so shocked.
Yes.
And I was like, this does not seem that crazy to me.
It doesn't. I really did LOL when Hung was like, who the fuck are you? These people just left the house. And in theory, in reality shows, like people will leave the house, but there's always like a separate place for them to stay so that they don't go back home and ruin the results of the show.
Really?
Usually, yeah. Like at least in like later seasons of Top Chef, absolutely. Like in one book from an eliminated Top Chef contestant, he talks about how sad it is to just be in that like eliminated house. Because you still can't use your phones, you still can't do anything, but you also know you haven't won. And then you just see someone come in, you're like, oh, that person was just eliminated.
Yeah, and a lot of shows do this. Project Runway does that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All those shows do it.
I think even stuff like The Bachelor probably does shit like that.
They do.
Yeah,
it's why you see a lot of people come back. Like all of a sudden they'll be like, here are all your sous chefs. And they're like, oh my gosh, they flew them back here. And it's like, no, they're still here.
No, they never left. And then one person will be missing. And it's because they're like, hey, I have a fucking life. Can I not stay on this show I was eliminated from 5 weeks ago?
What do they do on MasterChef Junior? Like, because those are children.
With kids, they probably let them, because I don't think you can keep a bunch of kids in a house, at least not without their parents there.
But also, they probably have to be in school and then.
Exactly. So I bet it's way more. I bet they can only film for like 6 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
Because fun fact for people not on set, like whenever you have a kid or someone below 18 on set, there needs to be an on-set teacher and stuff like that.
It's annoying.
Crazy. And I've seen some of those happen, like on college humor shoots. I'm like, teachers are doing anything.
That's what I think. And also, it's like kids of all ages.
Yeah, it'll be like a 14-year-old and a 3-year-old, and there's like one teacher.
What is this teacher teaching the class?
Okay, we're gonna try to split the difference, and I'm gonna teach you how to do fraction. Wild. Okay, so here I'm gonna go through the menu. We usually just do a quick thumbs up or thumbs down at each meal.
Yes.
Criteria is very loose. Does it sound good? Does it sound like a Top Chef dish? Whatever you'd like. Okay. Course number 1 at Cat. Tuna tartare with an egg vinaigrette. Sure, it's kind of boring, but yeah. And then mint gnocchi and poussin, sweet pea puree, carrots, and hazelnuts. Yeah. Course 2, halibut with braised leeks and a grape sauce and raw red and green grapes with leeks. I like grapes.
I like grapes.
I love grapes.
I love grapes. Everyone into camera. I love grapes.
Look at us. We're little cuties.
Yeah, we love grapes.
They're a little cute.
And then there was lamb with white beans and haricots verts.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of boring again. And also I know, I'm pretty sure that like lamb was the lamb undercooked, or no, Sarah made him put it back and cook it more, even though he like protested. Course 3, panna cotta with fresh berries and then a crepe with orange and Grand Marnier sauce. I'm not a panna cotta girl, but I'll eat the shit out of that crepe.
I don't know if I've ever had panna cotta. That's a little embarrassing.
It's a little too like gelatinous for me. I hate Jell-O so much. And it's like got a jiggle in a way I don't like.
You know, I just recently bought Jell-O again to try it.
Yeah.
And it was horrible.
Are you talking about Jell-O like a gelatin or like pudding?
I'm talking about
like the red and green like Jell-O.
Like where you go, like it's a little package and you go bloop, and then
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yeah. What flavor?
I bought something that was green.
Lime.
It was no, I don't know if it was. It was lime. You're right.
Yeah.
It was lime. Sorry about that. I was gonna.
That's okay. I'm not offended. Yeah, Jell-O tastes like shit. Pop off in the comments if you agree or disagree.
Yeah, pop off.
Yeah, pop off at everyone in the comments. Okay, so that's what they made. That all sounds fine. Restaurant April made for course 1 a seared sea scallop on corn and black truffle custard. Yum.
Definitely.
And then wild king salmon with macadamia nut pesto and grapefruit. I mean, they said how disgusting this was. If I were to see this again, I don't know anything about fish. I'm like, sure, why not? But Katie, you're staunch no.
I'm a staunch no.
Okay, tell us why.
Well, first of all, I'm not a nut girl.
Oh.
I'm a big nut girl.
I know you are.
I
you know
live
what?
in the middle.
Reka, I once tried to give you nuts. Do you remember that?
Yes. Because you accidentally ordered like 10 square tons of like.
That's true. I thought, you know what? This is the year I'm gonna be into nuts. And so I ordered a gigantic container of extremely salty nuts, and I immediately didn't like them. And I tried to give them.
I don't like salted, because I was like, why didn't I take them? I don't like salted nuts.
I tried to give them to everyone, and no one would take them.
Yeah, I am sorry about that. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so you're a no. Course 2, we got a chilled carrot and ginger soup. You know I'm here for it.
Boring.
I'm sucking that soup down.
Sorry, it's boring, but it sounds good.
It is boring, but I like it. Okay, and then you get a lobster salad with arugula and caramelized cauliflower. That sounds great.
That sounds delicious.
And then course 3, monkfish with mascarpone potatoes and a beurre blanc. That sounds good. Monkfish, yeah.
Oh, I love monkfish. Monkfish is my sunchokes.
Wow.
It's a fish. It's my
Wow.
kind of more niche, lesser known ingredient that I just absolutely go unhinged for.
Yeah. I've never had. To me, this sounded almost too cream based, but I'll try anything. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Also, Rick, I have to interrupt really quickly. We have a t-shirt pitch.
Oh my God.
In the chat. And that t-shirt is Big Nut Girl. And I do think that's a good t-shirt. I would wear that t-shirt.
I think that's a good t-shirt. Big nut energy in this chat right now. Oh, you can see that this is a green screen.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
How is her background so smooth? She got a freaking green screen.
Wow. Okay. I really like all these t-shirt ideas. I think we need to open. I think our Chipotle is actually a shirt store.
Oh my God. No food, just shirts. And then you get your shirt at one end, and then this is what they do. You get the shirt and they put the shirt in the thing that makes it hot. And then they put rice and beans and the meat of your choice, salsa.
And then they do the Marie Kondo fold. And
And then that's that. You got a shirt and a meal. I think that's perfect.
I think that's awesome. Wow, that's really beautiful. Okay, and then this confused me. They made a 4th course. They made a dessert, even though they already did 3 courses. And which nobody ever makes a dessert if they don't have to. We've talked about that extensively. But their dessert, which Trey very confidently said he could knock out of the park, is an apple and brioche bread pudding with cinnamon and brandy anglaise. I would absolutely order that because I'm a little apple bitch. But like,
it did not work.
It looked really dry.
It sounds delicious. It didn't look right. When I saw that, I said, that is not right.
Yes.
Well, Tom says he didn't peel the apples. And I'm like, that is wackadoodle to me, to not peel the apples. Reka, listen. What I'll say, Reka, is you cannot peel the apples at home. You could make me something with unpeeled apples and I would say yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
But if you were on Top Chef in Restaurant Wars making a baked apple dish and you don't peel those apples, they want you to peel your bell peppers.
Bell peppers. Tom gets on people's asses about peeling bell peppers. He's like, it's always bitter. I'm like, do you just not like bell peppers? Because like, to me, it would never occur to me to peel a bell pepper. Whatever. Ever. Anyway, I don't peel anything. I don't throw it in bananas. We all know this. So.
Oh, yes, that's true.
We're not going to talk about that right now.
That'll be good.
Yeah, Reka.
No.
Katie. You know what? I'll save it for after when we're offline. I
have some grievances there. Okay. So at the judges table, the winner is Team Kat, and the eliminated member of Team April is Trey, unfortunately. Which stinks. Yeah, Trey's a good chef. He's a very fun presence. But a little hint for you guys, won't be the last you see of him in all of Top Chef history. Okay, beautiful. Season 8. Okay, so that takes us out of episode 11 and into episode 12.
Yes.
Do it.
I hated that second Restaurant Wars. I'll just say that before we move on. But we had this fun quick fire that I actually really liked, where each person got, through a pick of the knife block, a different aisle in the grocery store from which they had to cook. The one thing I think is hard about things like this is that they never quite clarify what they're allowed to have from the kitchen.
Oh my God. The 100% Jordan. They were like, here are the extra ingredients you have. And it was like flour. And I was like, I saw onions.
Scallops or what, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just like, there's always like, not just this challenge, but all the challenges. I'm like,
there was eggs and like, I'm like, if you have eggs, I'm like, you can kind of do anything.
You make literally anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so here are the dishes. Sarah had the canned vegetable aisle and she made a ravioli that was like a free-form ravioli, she called it, with white beans and sweet peas.
You say sweet peas? I'm yours.
I love sweet peas.
I do too.
They're so good.
They're so tasty. You know how I like them? This makes me sound silly, but I just defrost them and toss them in like a salad.
Yes, those are
I make
great.
like a kitchen sink salad. I had never thought to do that, but then I was doing it at Soup Plantation.
I
was like, why am I not doing this at home? It's so good.
Allison Roman has a really excellent English pea mint and like some sort of cheese salad. It's so fucking good. And I've made cashew cheese and made it vegan. Yeah. It is incredible.
Oh, hell yeah. I gotta try that.
Okay, Brian had the canned meat aisle and he made a Spam corned beef hash with a fried egg and crispy onions and balsamic reduction.
Katie, why not?
The thought of canned meat, I don't eat a pork and beef, and the thought of a canned, it just immediately makes my stomach hurt.
Sure.
Ray and I are the opposite. Neither one of us eat pork or beef either, but the idea of Spam is tantalizing to me.
Really? I would certainly, here's me. I am basically vegan, and I'm like, I'll try whatever this is. in my mental version of me that is a Top Chef judge. Now, if they make Top Chef vegetarian, it's over for everybody. I'm out trying to pretend like I eat meat on this show. No. You guys are gonna fucking rue the day if that comes.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry. You'll rue it.
It's like this sometimes. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, Dale had the soup aisle, and he made ramen noodles with hominy, black beans, queso fresco, and an egg.
That sounds good to me.
Jordan.
I know, and it's wild because I love all of these things, and hominy is one of my favorite ingredients.
Yeah.
But something about...
I will say queso fresco throws me off.
Everything together, I was just like, this doesn't work for me. And it looks like he made the noodles into like a crunchy noodle, and I don't love that either.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I agree with that. I'm with you.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be difficult, but okay. CJ had the condiments aisle, my favorite aisle, and he made a curried potato risotto with bitter orange marinade and leeks with hot banana peppers.
Yeah, CJ.
Yeah.
You know, can you repeat that?
Absolutely. A curried potato risotto with bitter orange marinade and leeks with hot banana peppers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like a little hidden.
A little
Like,
pseudo thumbs, half thumbs.
It's not a full, it's like a little bit hidden.
Yeah, a little shy thumbs up.
A little shy, yeah.
And then Amanda, I want to say that Amanda pointed out that Adele found the queso fresco left in the aisle and bought it because it was still cold, which I didn't even clock. I didn't allowed to do that.
That seems legal.
And Elaine is also pointing out that we did focus a little bit on CJ's testicles in this episode because he had testicular cancer. Yeah, we did. That's interesting.
Yeah. He seems like he's having a good time about it.
I think he's having a good time. And just for people who don't know, I think his girlfriend is Indian, and that's just something I keep tabs on. And I will be starting an app just to kind of keep track of those sort of things.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love that. And then Casey makes a cookie. She has the cookie and cracker aisle, and she makes a pudding with mango preserve, ginger snaps, lemon, and whipped cream. Look how good that looks. Oh, yum. A little prideful, a little parfait.
Mango and ginger snaps are like two of my kids.
Yum. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And then finally Hung had the cereal aisle, and he made egg with potato and leek, cereal, chocolate drink mix, and whipped cream. And I'm going to show people this for people who didn't see it. It's very
like a Smurf village kind of
very,
thing.
very bizarre.
I think it's cool that he had so much fun. Like, the primary component of his dish is not a thing from the aisle. I mean, I guess the dessert part, like his like malted chocolate whipped cream is. I feel like he should have just gone full dessert with this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think to me it feels a little bit, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm projecting.
Like a little middle finger.
It feels a little bit, what?
Like a little middle finger or something.
It feels like a fuck you to the challenge.
Yeah.
And that irritates me because I'm like, every challenge is the challenge, and you need to do it to the best of your ability. And just because you think you're above like a grocery store aisle of like X type of food, you're too good for it. I don't like that. That doesn't sit well with me.
He had such an interesting, because like as Elaine is pointing out, he had such a great attitude about it, and so it made you think he's going to do something really cool. And it's like, I don't mind what he did. It's just not the challenge. And I think I'm supportive of like making it whimsical and fun, but he didn't like make really much. And then Elaine pointing out Howie being like, I hate this. Which is, Howie.
Yeah. That is Howie.
Shot himself in the foot. Yeah.
Why was he like that?
He's always a little bit of a grumpus.
I was grumpy.
Yeah.
I have a question. What aisle would everyone? Did we already ask this question? I'm sorry, I'm very loopy. What aisle would you want?
I would want, if I could really choose, if I'm being a little bitch about it, I'm like canned beans. I'll fuck that up all day.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's like easy. That's what's an easy ball? Not a curve ball. Straight ball.
Straight ball.
I mean, like dairy is easy if you have all the cheeses. That's really easy. Yeah. If it's a shelf, I mean, I also would love the sauce aisle.
Yes.
I would do, because a lot of times like sauces and pickles and all that stuff are together. So I would probably do like a deep fried pickle platter as like an app. Would be probably my thing.
Yeah. What about you, Katie? You said, what aisle did you say in your quickfire?
What did I say? An aisle?
I asked what your favorite aisle in the grocery store was, and you said,
what did I say? Does anyone remember?
If anyone remembers, tell me.
Tell us immediately.
I am sorry, guys. What is your favorite aisle now? Let's see if it's the same.
My favorite aisle now?
Yeah, as opposed to at the beginning of this live stream.
At the beginning, a lot has changed.
Yeah.
I think so when you said the beans aisle, that like immediately was like, oh yeah, of course, that's like the best aisle.
Oh my god, the bean aisle is where I buy a house and settle down.
I said tuna fish?
You said tuna. You did say tuna. Okay, Elaine, that might be true. Katie might have said tuna fish aisle.
Okay,
Pan
so
fish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very different now. Like that was
You can't hold me accountable for the things I said 45 minutes ago.
I'm not the
Katie,
woman I was.
hey, Katie.
Yeah.
It's called a notes app, and you might need to start drafting an apology.
That's so funny. No, I honestly, truly, completely disagree with that answer. So different.
I am not that woman anymore. Like, scratch it from the record. So crazy.
Sorry about that.
It's so funny. Oh my God.
Okay. Then
yes.
we moved on to the elimination challenge, which was a boat party for a designer that I've never heard of before. And they had to make appetizers, and it was the least creative thing I've ever seen
Yes.
in the history of Top Chef.
Truly. What was,
It was
terrible.
embarrassing.
It was incredibly, I could have done a better job.
Yeah.
It was just, to me, Hung said it himself, and his two appetizers exemplified it. It was just like, because I didn't honestly think the other stuff was so terrible. It was really his two that I was like, this looks like it is from a 70s cookbook. Like all those like gross like Twitter accounts that like point out like the nastiest stuff.
But
Yeah.
also it's like the stuff that Grant O'Brien would eat. Not
Exactly. Yeah, to serve at his like fucking bachelor party, he's gonna serve squirted salmon on a cucumber slice.
Well, that's perfect. That brings us right into our dishes, which Sarah made a tomato bread pudding with basil cream. Yum,
That
yum,
sounds
yum.
good.
Yeah, definitely.
Howie made a mushroom duxelle on puff pastry. I would eat that.
I would eat that. I do think when they showed the beauty shot of it, I was like, oh, it really does look like diarrhea.
But it sounds good.
Yeah.
But it's disgusting.
Brian made ahi poke with shallots and pickled jicama.
That sounds fine.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. Oh, I fell behind. Okay, Dale and Hung made an apple and chicken curry salad on a crostini. Yeah, I mean, I love, but not for this event. All of these are like, I would eat this, but not at this event.
Yes,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's like kind of bad wedding food or something.
Absolutely.
Yes. It's like what would come past. I mean, that's what happened. It was like passed around on a tray.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
This doesn't make sense. Hong made a smoked salmon mousse on a cucumber with Meyer lemon and caviar.
I know I keep joking that it was like squirted salmon. It did look like squirted salmon.
It really did. I'm gonna do so you know how I did the hidden.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little hidden up.
This is like prairie dogging, like when poop is like.
Yeah, so I'm not
nice food podcast.
like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sick. I hate it here. Okay. Then Dale made yogurt puffs with tomato, zucchini, and watercress.
Oh no.
Wait, say it one more time.
Dale made yogurt puffs with tomatoes, zucchini, and watercress. Here
was my thing, because I know he got boned on the cheese. I guess I didn't understand why he involved yogurt at all. Yogurt is super runny and will make your puffs really wet. I don't know why he didn't just do cream cheese. Was that like absolutely pedestrian? I don't know.
I imagine he was probably trying to make it a little tangy.
Lemon.
Yeah. That's cheap.
Yeah.
Also, you can just steal it. Just steal the lemon. Don't add it to
Yeah. Okay. I don't get why everyone on the show complains about money. Just steal the food.
Yeah.
Like Otto stole the lychee.
Just put that lemon in your pocket. That's easy. I do that all the time.
Constant.
That's true. Okay. CJ made shrimp and scallop sausage on brioche with pickled ginger and jicama salad. Yum, yum, yum. Casey made a beef carpaccio with watercress, fried capers, and shiitake broth.
That sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Howie made asparagus and prosciutto cigars with Parmesan cheese.
Okay. Can we talk about cigars for a second?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't care about them. I don't care either way. Anytime someone makes a cigar on this show, Tom's got something to say about it.
Yeah.
Consider it a fucking like an egg roll or something. I don't know. Call it something else. It's fine. It's just if it tastes bad, it tastes bad. Like, I don't know. I just think it's stupid every time he talks about it.
I agree.
Yes.
Can you all hear my dog like dancing in the back?
Oh no, I heard a little bit of skittering.
Yes, that's my dog.
Wetzel, come here. Wetzel,
She's about to head
Wetzel,
out.
come here.
Go for a walk by herself. She put the
That
harness.
sucks. I want to see. Okay.
Bye, Wetzel.
I'm jealous. Katie's dog is very cute. Not that mine's not. Oh my god, if my dog hears this podcast.
If your dog hears this, she will scream.
He's gonna be so pissed with me. Oh my god. And Howie goes home.
Well, and don't forget, Jordan, there was a chocolate mousse that they tried to make out of
Oh my
a
God,
powder
I
that they
love
bought,
it.
and it deflated because they tried to add some whipped cream into it, but it deflated it and it turned into a runny mess. And then they scooped it up onto some crackers to taste it, and they said it tasted like shit, and they dumped it out.
Awful. 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 Awful.
Yeah.
Why boxed chocolate pudding is one of the most delicious things.
Yeah, I don't mind. I haven't had it in a really long time. I used to do a punning competition in Brooklyn, and one time my prize for winning was like 20 boxes of boxed pudding. And I am sorry, I never used it. I had no use for it in my life.
Yeah.
It might still be in my apartment in Brooklyn, which I was going to come back to in a year when I moved. Hi, I'm still in LA. But yeah, the mousse turned into water. Colin is correct. That is a really tragic, upsetting sentence. And yes, Sean is pointing out this is like the fourth tartare we've seen. There's a lot. Listen, hey, Sean, I'm so sorry to say, if you're bored of tartare, you might need to turn off Top Chef. Every fucking season, there's a tartare, there's a crudo situation. Oh boy, these people love their cold meat. They love their cold raw meat.
Yeah, I guess it's weird because I'm like, is it easy or is it not easy?
What, tartare?
A tartare.
It seems fancy. That's the thing, you know? It's fancy.
It seems fancy and easy, but I know nothing of meat. And I've never had tartare.
Me, you know what? I've had it, but I've never, and it was like once that I've had it. Wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
To me, it seems a lot like the food that's doing the work for you. Like if you have a good quality beef or if you have a good quality ahi, you're like 80% of the way there. So to me, it doesn't really feel like that much cooking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That is interesting. That brings up an interesting thing too. Later seasons, they'll talk about like sushi that is extremely unfettered with. And it's really about making the rice a lot of the time. But these chefs are so used to like making fancy fish things, like nobody can just like leave the fish alone. And then they'll like fuck up the rice.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Howie goes home. We've been trying to send Howie home since week 1, I feel like. No offense to Howie, but it's just like,
and he tries to send himself home. He's like, if I can speak to the panel, you should eliminate me.
What did we think about that?
I thought it was, yeah, go ahead, Katie, you go first.
Oh, I was gonna say it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seemed obvious to me that he was going home anyway. Is that?
That's why I'm kind of like, it's a bitch move. It's kind of a thing like, well, you can't fire me, I quit, I think is what it feels like.
Yes.
It's like he had so much pride.
I still don't mind it. I do think the response, because you'll see in later seasons, they'll often like honor it if you want to eliminate yourself. Like they'll be like, okay, go. We don't want someone here that doesn't want to be here. But they're like, we'll decide that, Howie.
Yeah, that was great. I did not expect that, and I thought it was kind of a cool move. It's like he had like signed something very permanent and had no choice in the matter.
Yeah.
Kind kind of cool.
Which is actually my dream, my fantasy.
Awesome. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah, they will decide that and just do the exact thing that we all thought they were going to do. They make it seem like they're really going to do a twist.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Twist.
yeah.
No twist.
Oh, yeah. So, Katie, a question we usually ask our guests is what they would have made for the challenge. But obviously, we did 2 episodes today. So we'll let you choose which challenge, if you had to like cook something for a challenge, would you rather have done the Restaurant Wars Redux or this cooking in a ship galley challenge?
I think I just feel like I could do such a better job with the little ship galley. Like,
great, perfect. Okay, so if you had to do little like hors d'oeuvres or whatever for this party, what would you have made?
I was thinking if they could do like mini beef Wellingtons, like little mini ones that are cut like real small, and then it's not like their complaint was like everything was on a cracker or a piece of bread, which is boring if everyone's doing it. So like this would incorporate the bread stuff and not be on a cracker.
Yeah.
And then I feel like you need some. I'm disappointed that they didn't have a dessert, because as someone who likes dessert, if I were on that boat, I'd be like, where's the dessert? You know?
Yes. So what dessert would you make?
Well, okay, so when you know how sometimes when you go to a wedding, there's like a little shot glass that has like chocolate mousse or like brownie or like something like that would be so fun to like just pick up and eat with like a little baby spoon. So like something
baby spoon.
A little baby spoon.
You know, I feed it to my kid. Yeah.
Exactly. Feed it to my baby. Yeah.
What kind of like chocolate mousse, like what else would be in there?
Yeah, so I was also thinking like maybe like a small sundae or something, but like, so brownie on the bottom.
Yeah.
Vanilla ice cream, some nuts, even though I'm not a nut girl. Some nuts, chocolate, like hot fudge, little bit of whipped cream. But this is all, keep in mind, this is in like a double shot glass. Fun.
Okay.
That's fun.
It reminds me of, has anyone, this is very, very niche, so I don't know if it's true, but has anyone been to Seasons 52? It was a restaurant, I know they had them in South Florida, where you can get a dessert that came in a shot glass like that, and they had a bunch of different kinds, and they were like layered desserts like that, and they were delicious. So Katie, I'm fully on board with this. I
went to Allison Roman's Nothing Fancy book party. Adam Frucci invited a couple of us to it, and she had her like pseudo tiramisu in like glasses like that, and it was so.
Ooh, I love tiramisu. Oh, that would be a great
It would be. Yum.
She's
I love
inspired.
Beautiful. Well, again, guys, we are raising money for the Hollywood Food Coalition this season. I've been dropping Jordan's Venmo in the chat. It'll be open all season long to take those donations, whether you've got 50 cents, $5, 10 billion bucks, whatever. A little bit of money goes a long way for them. So anything you can do is really helpful. That info is in the chat. It's in the description of this video. And one more thing, Katie, you are a top chef. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Wait, you're serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You win 100,000 hefty bags. Is that what they win?
Yeah, you win 100,000 hefty bags, and Tom Colicchio's your dad now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're literally so welcome.
I'm crying. I hope you're not lying to me, because I will be mad.
No, Jordan and I definitely have the ability to give that title out. It's kind of a perk of the job, so to speak.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely affiliated with the show Top Chef. They call us a lot.
Yeah.
They like
Tom
us.
personally.
Oh yeah, Tom and I are always talking. It's great. He loves talking to us. It's great. So it's a whole thing. Yeah, it's definitely real.
Thank you. Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
having me.
Of
I
course.
Thanks so much for doing the show. It
We
was
loved
incredible. Thank
having you.
everyone for watching.
Say again.
I was saying, yes, Katie, thank you so much for doing the show. And thank you to everyone that watched.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. We know the schedule has been a little like, oh, when are they going to do 2 episodes? When are we going to do 1? Next week, we will be returning just to doing 1 episode because we have a very special guest that you're gonna want to watch. If you're a Top Chef fan, you're gonna want to watch. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Again, Hollywood Food Coalition is our charity for the season. Take care, and we hope to see you next week. Bye.